This course is structured into really interactive exercises, and most of these interactive exercises are going to need you to get your repo into a certain state. Luckily, I've given you a really nice feature that you can use in order to just manipulate your repo and get it into the right state for each lesson. We are on the first exercise page of the entire thing, which is just build a feature. And at the top here, we have a set of commits. Now, what these commits do is they let you preview how the code is going to change throughout the lesson. This is the very first exercise in the entire course. So we start on the main branch, and then if you want to see my solution, then you can go to this commit. Well, how do you go there, you may ask? Well, you press this copy button and two options show up. First, you can choose to reset the entire repo to that commit. We can click this and it will copy it to our clipboard, and then we can go into our project here and just paste it in. Once we pasted that in, then we can run it. Because we're on the main branch, we cannot reset the main branch, so we're going to create a new branch. Let's just call it dev branch for now. So we've now created that new branch, dev branch, and it's in the exact state described here. So it's the solution to this exercise. We can check this by going into the code, and we can see that yes, there is a rating service here. And if we go back into the code here and we say git checkout main, then we can see that the rating service has completely disappeared. You can see it because it's got this little line through it. So that is what reset does, is it resets the entire branch to match that commit. This does mean that if you've done any work on that branch, you are going to lose that work, but it does guarantee that you won't get any merge conflicts between my work and yours. So what does cherry pick do? Well, cherry pick maps onto the git cherry pick command that you may know about, just like reset maps onto the git reset command, which you may already know. Cherry pick applies changes from only this commit to your project. This means that if you've got some work locally that you want to keep, for instance, a PRD that you've built that you really like, but you want to grab some of my code, for instance, the star ratings code, then you can copy the cherry pick command, paste it in, run it, and you just get that code from the commit. But of course, if there are conflicts between your code and my code, then they might cause merge conflicts. Just like if you and a colleague have been working on a similar part of the code base, you might get merge conflicts there. However, these are usually pretty simple to solve because you can just get Claude to solve them. Now we've jumped ahead to the second lesson in the repo, which is the plan execute clear loop. This one has two commits associated with it. The first one lets you start the lesson. In other words, it's the end state from the previous lesson. Or if you want to, you can jump ahead to the solution. And finally, one more tip here. If you're not sure which commit you want to reset to, then you can run pnpm reset, and then you get a choice of all of the different options. I'm using up and down here just to kind of navigate around them, and I can use return to choose one. Again, we are on the main branch, and so we'd need to create a new branch in order to get it working. Finally, the way that these courses generally work is that I tend to push updates while the course is happening, either to fix local setup issues or things like that. And so I've added a pnpm pull command. This lets you pull in my latest changes into your workspace really simply. Just go to the branch that you want to update and run pnpm pull, and then it should just work. Oh, there we go. We can't pull on main. We need to switch to a working branch first. So if we git checkout to our dev branch, then we can run pnpm pull, and it should just work. Hopefully that all makes sense, and you can ask in the Discord if you have any questions. Nice work, and I'll see you in the next one.